Doug Ripley, Susan Montgomery with you from the Star in Frisco, where for the second consecutive game, it was a 5-point spread that went the way of Old Dominion. The Monarchs, the 6th seed out of the East, is showing why that this East Division, Susan, was awfully competitive as they take down the number 3 seed out of the West, North Texas, 71-66.
Yeah, it was, again, another great basketball game put together by both teams, but especially Old Dominion. Asia Wayne was tremendous, put the team on her back, really, today and led them to this victory.
How important was it for Weezy to have the first half she had in particular? 15 points, 13 rebounds. It all seemed to go through her at a point where a number of her teammates were going through some of the motions.
Well, I think it was huge, just keeping them in the basketball game. You're right. Some of them were struggling shooting the basketball, struggling some playing defense, not necessarily getting to the rebounds as they normally do, but she just took matters in her own hand, and we needed somebody to not only have that leadership by the way they played, but also with their voice, and that was something else that she did very well today in this game.
One other player I was really impressed with today was Victoria Morris, because in her time with the Monarchs, yes, she's been the leading scorer each of the last 3 years, and she's poised to do it again this year. The numbers seem to tend to be in her favor to do just that. Would be just the second time in program history somebody's gone all 4 years as the scoring leader. Only Celeste Hill did it prior to that in the early 90s. But with regard to Vicky, from quarters 1 to 3, is really where she's made her hay. She's not necessarily been somebody who's been coming up with the clutch baskets in winning time, but here we are, not only with these 2 games, but also some of the other games down the stretch as they won 6 of 7. Number 5's getting it done.
She is, and she did it a lot today. Not with her three-point shot, even though she hit 2 late, but it was more her taking the ball to the basket. And also, when Mariah Adams went out, when she fouled out, Vicky came in and ran the point, and then that helped her have some shots, especially penetrating to the basket as well. But she was very good, and when she gets her feet set, she did that twice today in the game, she can knock down that 3, and that's exactly what she did.
As Susan alluded to, 2 great basketball games the first 2 days in Frisco. We expect another classic coming your way at 12:30 Eastern Time, 11:30 a.m. Central, when the Monarchs take on Charlotte in the quarterfinal round of these Conference USA basketball championships. Airtime, high noon Eastern Time, right back on ESPN Radio 94.1.